Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the On Season Sports Podcast YouTube page. First things first, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in and watching these videos. You also can find us at Spotify and Podbean.com at the On Season Sports Podcast. This video will be one of the 32 NFL team grades, just clips from our podcast from before. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
All right, Cole, start us off with your Denver Broncos grade.
I gave the Broncos an A-minus as well. They doubled down on receiver. The first two picks were both wide receivers. They took 3 overall. They got Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler for the first 2 wide receivers, and I think they're just really trying to load up their offense for Drew Lock and try to surround him with the best possible weapons. And they also have Cortland Sutton. They have Melvin Gordon, and who's the
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant,
Lindsay.
tight end, and Philip Lindsay. Yes, they have a ton of weapons on offense. All of a sudden, I think they had to have a good offense to contend with KC within Kansas City within their division. So I like their draft a lot, and I think they did a lot of good things.
Keith.
I gave the Denver Broncos a B plus. I mean, in just this offseason, I think the Denver Broncos turned their team into like a fascinating, like insane good offense. They just have the Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler pick. I think were 2 great picks to bolster up that receiving core, and I just really think that's an exciting team to watch this coming season. So with that, I gave them a B plus. I mean, everything else on their draft list that they drafted, I didn't really find too fascinating, but I just think those first two picks just kicked it away from.
All right, Alex.
I gave them a C plus. I think that let me look at their team here. I can't remember what I put. Jerry Jeudy's good.
How do you not like a guy named Lloyd Quisenberry?
Lloyd Cushenberry.
Cushenberry, even better, man.
No,
Cushenberry.
the best name in the draft was Matt Hennessy.
Facts.
That one hits
So
home.
okay, so the reason why I gave them such a low grade, I like Jeudy, but I think I like CeeDee Lamb better, so that kind of brings it down a little bit. And then KJ Hamler, he's really good, but also I think that kind of the production could be an issue. He could end up being a bust. And then the 3 picks in round 3, I don't think any of them will start, in my opinion. So I don't know how much of an impact they'll really make. The tight end is kind of a questionable one, given that Noah Fant's the starter there, and he'll probably get 70% of the snaps. And I don't know. I mean, all the other guys are kind of flyers anyway. So I'm not a huge fan of it, in my opinion. I do like the first 2 picks the most, and then the rest is just nothing to me, honestly.
Yeah, I gave the Denver Broncos a B. I like KJ Hamler. I wanted the Packers to go him late, even if they had to go late first round. If they would have reached for, I'm not even talking about them. We're almost there. Sorry. KJ Hamler, good. Jerry Jeudy, good. I agree with Keith and Cole. I think that makes that offense so much better. I am praying that Drew Lock is just a absolute stud with all the weapons he has next year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They had 5 picks in the first 3 rounds. Obviously, they had 3 third-round picks. It really doesn't matter. But I do think the Michael Ojemudia, the cornerback out of Iowa, he could crack a 3rd or 4th position on the depth chart. I don't know if he's going to play much. Lloyd Cushenberry, great name, offensive lineman. He'll be in a rotation most likely. And Telvin Agim, another D tackle. I don't know. I agree with Alex on some of those points, but I think I value Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler just a little more than what he had. So
I think my one question with the KJ Hamler pick is that their O line is so awful. I mean, Garrett Bowles has turned out to be a huge bust. So
Hey, still had the best draft entry though of all time. Brought his freaking kid on stage, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I think drafting a tackle there would have been better. Or yeah, I think a tackle.
With the speed that they got on their team now, I feel like you don't need anything that lasts you more than 3 seconds when you're just throwing slants all day. So
do they need that extra wide receiver? I mean, they already have 2 after getting Judy that are great, and Fant's their speed tight end. So
you're gonna have 3 corners on the field, and there's not 3 good corners on any team. So,
but listen to me here. If the Packers were in the Denver Broncos spot and they took 2 wide receivers, would you be happy? Because that's really what we were at. We have Devontae Adams. They have Cortland Sutton. There's not much to go between. I mean, Alan Lazard stepped up, but that doesn't mean anything. If we got 2 wide receivers, that takes so much off of the top guy that he could spread the ball anywhere and make a defense think.
Yeah, but I think that wide receiver was our biggest need, and I don't think that the receiver need was that big for the Broncos where they needed a draft 2.
No, yeah. I see what you mean.
What other receivers do the Broncos have?
What's the dude? I can't remember his name. Big fantasy guy last year. Hold on, let me take a look here.
Denver wide receivers. Big fantasy guy. Hamilton.
Deshaun Hamilton. I think that
he was a big fantasy guy last season.
He had a couple big games.
No, he might have had 2 or 3 good games.
My point is exactly. Corey Sullivan is the only receiver in Denver.
He sat on the waiver wire in 45% of leagues, I bet.
More than that, probably.
That's true.
And both Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler are way better than Deshaun Hamilton.
I'm not saying that KJ Hamler's bad. I'm just saying that they needed a tackle. They didn't draft a tackle until where's their draft?
Third round.
They didn't draft a tackle at all. They drafted a center.
He'll live.
That's
John Elway.
Drew Lock won't live when he has no time in the pocket.
Like I said, you only need 3 seconds to throw a slant.
Listen to this. Denver, top 10 offense next year.
Bold move. Bold statement from Cole Thomas. All right, let's move on. We're gonna go to the Detroit Lions. I'm gonna put out the hottest take of all time right now. Okay, the NFC North had all around the best draft besides the Packers.
Amen to that.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the NFC North.
You guys didn't like the Packers draft?
No, sorry.
Let's save those takes.
I personally love their draft.
We got one more team to go. Okay.